Welcome back to Nostalgic Overload, a podcast dedicated to everything 90s, 2000s, to whatever we feel like talking about. It could be movies, wrestling. You just buckle up because you don't know what's going to happen. And we want to also introduce ourselves. So I am Weston, and this is
Andrew.
And we also want to remind you to support local, because especially right now in these like hard times where people are having a tough time right now with high taxes and whatever else is going on out there.
Center Point bills.
Yeah, locally there's some grind.
Yeah.
One of them's the Lloyd Expressway.
Road construction or Center Point. We're going through it too.
We're gonna talk about this again. No, just kidding.
We're in it together.
In the traffic with our windows down together. So some local places we'd like to shout out would be Evansville Toys and Games, as always, because they are so awesome and they are currently expanding more.
Again.
And they have a card place, which we haven't talked about before, but they have a card shop that's attached to them that they run. They're expanding. They're just taking over the whole building, almost like Layer 2, which is our other one we like to shout out. They're also taking over their building in a way.
Yeah. And High Score Saloon, they're working on a second floor
venue.
Yeah. Like
moving on up.
Businesses.
Just like the Jeffersons.
Yeah, moving on up.
Man, that's another group of people you should support if you're in the local area, or if you're far away. If you come here to Evansville, check those places out.
Check these places out. If
or
you're into it, look them up.
Farmers Market.
Yeah.
Or wherever else that's local, because local is obviously the best of all, right?
Helps your community.
Yeah. It helps to bring people together. I mean, the skate parks. I mean, just whatever it is, just support it, because Walmart has enough of your money. So,
yes.
They don't got enough of my,
corporations.
Enough of my money.
Stop letting them feed on you. Support local.
Support local for sure. So 100%. We're gonna get into our first topic. So our overall of this episode is gonna be school stuff. Yeah. Because school just started. What was it like?
A couple weeks ago.
I thought it's been almost like a month ago, maybe, right?
No.
Since we recorded this,
started like
a couple weeks.
Yeah,
it feels like a couple months ago.
Yeah, about 2 weeks.
So the initial first excitement of going to school, your like first day, you got your like fresh drip laid out, your clothes, like like that clothes that your mom bought. I don't know about you, but when I grew up, my mom would buy us like new outfits. You got like a pick of like 5 pants or 5 new shirts, and you have like your fresh shoes. I didn't wear those shoes until the first day of school because I was so excited about going to school.
Yeah.
Now,
didn't want to crease them, didn't want to get them dirty.
Oh, for sure, no creases. Yeah. Like nowadays, creases still happen, so I try not to. Yeah. Part of you're getting older, but I'm not gonna be rocking those old man shoes.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I like the Brooks, I'm not gonna lie, but
those shoes are about as old as we are now.
But the first day of school excitement, wearing your new clothes, as we talked in this picture, kind of goes into that. I didn't wear anything this outrageous, but this does come like with the feel of like 90s and 2000s with all the different colors.
I mean, look, the kid on the far left has got he's got tights on. Looks like suspenders.
His tights look like nut huggers.
Right? Is that a fanny pack?
Did you dress like that?
No.
Suspenders with nut hugger pants?
Nope.
What in the world?
I wasn't a farmer, and I really loved Lance Armstrong at the same time.
Now here's a question: did you wear your hat backwards or frontwards?
Never wore a hat.
Or did you wear it like half kilt?
I never really wore hats as a kid.
Yeah.
It turned into like grade school or junior high. I started wearing beanies or sock hats a lot.
Yeah.
And then now I just I find dope hats that I like and wear them.
What were like some of the clothes you would wear, like the brands?
Man, I don't know. Like Gap.
Is Gap still around?
Yeah, I believe so.
I wore
Old
like
Navy.
Old Navy, yeah.
You had
You had to have your Jinkos.
Yeah. Yeah.
You had to have were you in the era where you wore like a shirt and then you wore like a button-up shirt open over it?
No.
Okay,
No.
so we had like the pattern on the shirt, like
Yeah.
the flames going up, or the
Yeah.
little skate dudes, like the little, what was that little skate dude? It was like a finger guy for like tech decks or whatever. Yeah, you would have him on the
Yeah.
back of your shirt.
No. I grew up in a small town, so it was like there was not. I mean, I had some like flame shirts, long sleeve shirts with flames on them, cool designs and stuff like that. But other than that, I usually wore like in grade school, I wore basic color shirts. You know, like
Black.
Yeah, black with designs, or like I'd wear more like gray shirts. I've always been a gray shirt guy. I love gray shirts.
Talking about shirts, I'd like to shout out Super Retro for hooking me up with this awesome shirt, man.
Yeah.
This is so cool. It's got that Balls logo, so I want to give them a shout out for sure, because we always like our shirts. Like he's got a Gambit. So even though we're older, we still rock cool clothes.
Yeah, man.
Because who wants to wear just boring? Like, look at these guys. These guys got like. Can you imagine you went to work and everyone dressed like that? Which that's kind of like your job at
yeah, the kids arcade.
the kids arcade. People do probably dress like that.
And there's no.
No.
But if people do, I'm like, yeah, cool.
I'm gonna walk in there like that kid in those blue tights.
I want to know how much it cost for this picture, like the amount of batteries they went through. Look at all those devices.
Like the boom box.
Yeah, the boom boxes.
What's the one thing on the right?
The far
Is that like a
right?
boom box?
Yeah, it looks like a little.
Like with the
boom box.
handle? I've never seen one of
It
those.
looks like a little cassette player.
Yeah.
And this
One kid is
this
ready
kid's got
to.
like a Walkman or something.
Oh man, different times, weren't they?
I did see a little Batman button on that one.
So some of the 90s clothing styles that they had were the grunge era, because obviously everyone had that like grungy look with like the flannel shirt, jeans with the cuts in them. You didn't, you know, maybe you actually cut them, you know, maybe.
Yeah.
But like that rebellious like look of like you got an attitude, like you look cool. The Doc Martens, which are chokers. I've never worn chokers.
I don't know if I ever thought fingerless gloves were tough, but
I feel like his fingerless gloves is something you see in the gym too.
Yeah.
And you're always like, who needs gloves if they're fingerless? But
I'll be real with you. There's quite a few people I notice anymore that play pinball wear fingerless gloves.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm like, it's cool you do you, but
how tough are you?
If it helps, yeah. Yeah. Name me one grunge band, poser. No. But
it's like a guy that wears a Nirvana shirt. You're like, name one song.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, I just got this shirt. I don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know a Nirvana song?
Yeah, come on. I'm like, yeah,
give me that shirt.
Yeah, you're not worth the oxygen you're wasting around me. Get away from me.
Oversized and worn in flannel shirts, which is kind of the thing, which is kind of weird nowadays. We're kind of teetering where girls are wearing like baggier pants and like baggier clothes. Was like everything super tight.
Yeah.
Like guys want to have like skinny jeans on, but the grunge is one, streetwear and hip hop, oversized and baggy clothing like jeans, t-shirts, and track suits. So like the bright colors, the bold patterns, accessories. You gotta have the gold chain, even if it's not real.
Yeah.
Bandanas and bucket hats.
Yeah, bucket hats.
Sportswear brands like Tommy Hilfiger, which Tommy Hilfiger back in the day was like, you were pretty well off if you could wear Tommy Hilfiger because it wasn't cheap. Fubu was more of like, I don't want to say like the poor person's like
Nike.
South Pole, you know, like because South Pole was like a brand in like the early 2000s, and then Nike, which I love Nike even now, were particular popular brands back in the day, and then the next one is minimalism, which is kind of
neutral colors, sleek silhouettes,
kind of like Cracker Barrel right now, but
oversized blazers paired with simple tops or dresses. My brother, there was quite a few people in like high school that would wear blazers. We all had blazers just because
Well, hopefully your brother didn't wear slip dresses in satin.
He did. With a blazer over it. He's one of them boys.
Well, you can't judge nobody nowadays. It's 2025, right?
No, I don't judge people.
Oversized blazers paired with simple tops and dresses, tailored trousers, and high-waisted denim for a polished look. Relaxed fits, emphasizing comfort and clean lines. Rave and club wear is the next one.
Wow.
So I didn't wear this. This is more of like those parachute pants is what I'm thinking of. Bright neon colors reflecting the energetic club scene. Wide leg pants, crop tops. I definitely don't wear crop tops.
I wore crop top.
Reflective fabrics for freedom of movement and visual appeal. I'm thinking of crop tops. What's that movie where Adam Sandler, his like brother, has like he's like all jacked.
51st Date.
Yeah.
Sean Ashton's character.
That's what I was thinking of.
Crop tops are like the mesh shirts.
I've been working out super hard.
You trying to date my sister?
Accessories, candy, bracelets, glow sticks, and bucket hats. So the next topic up is seeing who is in your classroom.
Was your best friend in your classroom? Or did I have to separate?
I was digging through some stuff the other day, and I found one of my original, like, tells you, like, what class you're in. It even has at the top. When you got a locker, it would tell you your combination. Yeah. So you would know, so you wouldn't forget, you know, because obviously if you forget, you can't get in there.
It's a lot of responsibility.
But, like, finding out who is in your classroom for the next year was so important because you got to know, like, hey, am I going to be in class with my friend, or am I going to be in like a class with a bunch of people I don't know? But it was like that excitement of like seeing, oh, you're in my class, or you're in my class, and then oh, you're not, you know. It was the whole thing about like figuring out who is in your classroom, because you want to make like plans to like hang out with your boys and disrupt class.
Get kicked out of class.
Because if you're in the back of the class, because nowadays, so I was at my kid's school, and something I realized is I don't remember having my like desk in like 4 desks grouped together. I remember it being like rows.
Yes, we always had. You would occasionally, for like, I don't know, group projects, lump 4 desks in together, but it was never consistent.
No. And then the bad kids were in the back.
Yeah.
And then they moved to the very front, and you're like, you feel like everyone's looking at you.
Hey, in high school, I the way we were alphabetically, I was more in the back of the first row. And
talking about that, did you ever have
sit further in the back, but he would move me up front, like closer to him. And I was like, hey, no matter where you put me, dude, I'm gonna sleep, because this is the first class of the day and I'm still not awake yet, so put me where you want.
Oh, that was also the other thing is if you had like math and you're like, math, like first class in the day, I gotta have like gym or something in the middle of the day to kind of ramp me up.
Let me do like history or science first.
Or art.
Yeah, something engaging, not
history.
Yeah. I mean,
who wants to know all those extra dates?
No.
But it was
just
excitement.
History every day anyway.
Yeah, well, we're always learning now without even trying to learn. But the next one up is when you hit the age to where you have your own locker in the hallway with a combination lock. Because that's like when you got to that age. Because at first, when you're like really little, you just have a locker
or a little cubby.
Or like a cubby. Cause I think that was early on. I had like a cubby. I don't remember having
I think for us it was I want to say it wasn't until like 5th or 6th grade you got a locker.
Yeah.
But even then, there probably weren't enough lockers anyway.
Did you ever like have a locker where you open it and there's a bunch of like random writing or like
on the door?
Yeah.
They didn't paint over the summer. Yeah.
And then you're looking at all the different little artwork.
Yeah.
Stickers, it was almost like when you would check a book out.
Mm-hmm.
And you have that little card that was in there, and you pull it out.
Who else checked that book out?
And you see some of the names, and you're like, "What?" Yeah. Someone just wrote a random name.
Yeah.
There's no one at the school named
Barry
like
Pickles,
Spider-Man, or Butthole, or whatever it is. Like It's like someone just wrote random names, and then to also see the last time it was checked out was
what
like
date? 3 years.
3 years
ago.
before you did.
Yeah.
Or you could also look if you were looking at the book and there's like drawings
Yeah.
inside, and then you could see like, okay, who is the person that drew all over this book that I couldn't enjoy?
Yeah. Or same with textbooks. Some classes would reuse textbooks, and they'd be people that write like highlight and write little side notes on there. And I'm like,
Little like cheats,
yeah.
or their number in the book or something.
How many
weird.
times they pooped that day? I'm like, damn, little Robert was burning it up.
But like but like the excitement of like having your own like locker, and like you could like lock stuff in there, so you don't have to worry about people like going in there and taking your stuff, and having to carry all those books too that went in that locker, because that was like tough.
How was your locker, by the way? Were you like neat and organized?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I don't know.
If your locker was, mine was.
It was probably like my room.
Mine was just I threw
stuff everywhere.
I just threw it in there, and I'm like, whatever.
I think. Well, yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'd be more neat if I were to think about it. Yeah.
I'd start off neat, like beginning of the year. I tried to be organized, and then probably like day 3, I'm like, forget this shit. I'm throwing everything in here. Like, no. Like, I'm already don't care.
Yeah, that was almost like your backpack. Like, how was your backpack? Was it organized or was it not organized?
No.
No?
I mean, I kept stuff separate. Like, I had my books. I'd usually have my books and folders in one part, and then I'd have, like, my pens and stuff. Excuse me.
Yeah.
My pens and stuff in, like, a front pocket. I didn't. Mainly because I'd reach down in that back, my main part, and, like, stab myself with pencils and stuff. And I'm like, I'm going to keep this stuff separated.
That'd be interesting. Thing to ask people is
separated.
What did people keep inside their locker except for the school stuff?
Yeah.
Not high school, like grade school.
Like grade school.
High school, we don't want to. There might be some interesting stuff that comes up, but
I
like
mean, we were made
school.
in our cubbies in grade school before we got lockers.
Yeah.
It got to the point where teachers would be like, hey, we're cleaning our cubbies out once a week.
Yeah.
Because as a kid, I got this this drawing I did. I want to keep this, and teachers are like, yeah, that's great. We need to throw that stuff away.
See, I had a teacher that when you would draw, it was a science class in like 8th grade or 7th, and he was like the coolest teacher I ever had. His name was Mr. Rice. Definitely a shout out to him. But he would hang up the ones he liked the most in the hallway, so like line the hallway, and he never required us to bring textbooks. Like, he literally said, hey, leave it in your locker the rest of the year. And it literally got dust on it because it was in the locker so long. Because it's just one of those things, like, I mean, honestly, like nowadays they don't really need books. They have like those new
Chrome
books and those like smart boards and all other stuff. But it's just interesting to think about, like, the like excitement of having your own like locker and like
your own space.
Which I guess I have a locker at work, but it's not the same.
Yeah, mine smells like dirty shoes and scrubs.
Now this is gonna be a fun one. Is recess. Something that every workplace should even let you go do. Yeah, let you go out and play. Which I guess they kind of do. But some of the things with recess is, one of them is metal slides.
Yeah.
So I was at something recently that a slide looked just like this.
Yeah. Did you go down?
And it was like red. Well, for one, when I looked up at it, I was like, it looks a lot higher. I can only imagine being a little kid and you're like, yeah. There's
scared.
There's actually a little kid that smacked their head on the stairs, like on this one. You remember the stairs? They were almost like it was like a grate. It wasn't even just like a full step. It was like, step here, if you survive, you get to the next
if you
point.
Make it up the cheese grater steps, you get to go down the burning.
This one's kind of cool because it's like flat into the ground. Ours wasn't like that. It was like a tall drop off, so you would go flying off. The other thing was, if it was so hot outside, your butt would be burning the whole time you're going down that thing.
Yeah.
But when you went fast, you went fast.
You're on top of the world.
So you hope you don't smack your head right on the end of that slide or something. But just the funness of like a slide like that, and the also the colors of the slide. Because the one I seen was like red, but I think ours was red maybe. blue, maybe. I don't know.
I think ours. We had a green one, and then we had like a I want to say no. We had a red one, and then we had a white one, because that was our like school colors: red, black, and white.
Actually, ours might have been green because our school color was green.
But I can tell you one thing: looking at this slide in this picture, and maybe you guys are seeing this picture too.
They're gonna see it.
I would run up that slide, 100%.
Actually, over the weekend, I did have to run up a slide because there was a little kid stuck up there, and they're like scared, because I was like, yeah, I'd be scared too if I was little.
Oh yeah.
And this is really high up. I was like, it's not even that high up, but it seems like it's high up. Because I'm like, there's no like safety bar on the side. Like when you're on like the plastic ones, they're curved up higher. But the Hayes ones, they were like, hey, if they can make it down that slide, then they deserve to come to school.
Yeah.
Because they're real people.
Yeah.
Like
you're brave soul.
Now, did you ever climb up the pole that went up to the slide?
No.
Because that would be tough.
I was always way too fat.
That'd be tough for me though.
I mean.
It was like on like the swings when you would be able to like you could like climb, you can like shimmy up, and I was like,
yeah,
it'd be pretty strong to do that. Like as a little kid, like you ain't got no muscle hardly.
Yeah.
And you're in like middle school or grade school.
You came out the gate bodybuilding or something.
You got testosterone pumping through you.
Yeah. I used
Your
to.
Your dad was a bodybuilder.
Did you ever go up the back side of the stairs and then climb around?
No.
I did.
I thought they were gonna ask me, did you go up the stairs backwards?
No.
Because that would be, and go down backwards, like
I used to go
head
down,
first.
I used to go down the stairs at our house in Poseyville backwards because they were so steep and narrow that I could get down the stairs faster going down on all fours backwards. I'm a different kind of animal, man.
It's just crazy because like we went to like plastic slides. Like I think these are like true slides.
Yeah.
Like these are cool. Like schools that take these out should put them back in.
Yeah.
And they should be higher.
Yep.
So that adults, they should have an adult
and less heat resistant.
They should have
let them kids know what we survived.
What I did back in my day.
Yeah. We used to slide on these big baking sheets.
Someone out there really liked this. Our little short of that. Back in my day.
Back in my day. Yeah, we lived through that.
We didn't go through snow, but we went through something.
No.
Now the next one is going to be monkey bars.
Man.
And these are like some straight monkey bars. These are no like in between two things.
Fancy ones that are curved or whatever.
Have you ever tried to like as an adult go across monkey bars like this?
No.
It's a lot harder than it was.
I always thought it was so cool watching people climb them and walk across the top. And then every time I was like, I'm doing it today.
You didn't do it?
I turned into chicken shit. I never did it. I was always
it's scary though.
But I'm scared of heights.
That's pretty. Are you?
I'm like, yeah, dude.
Are you scared?
Third rung up on that ladder, and I'm gritting my teeth.
Really?
Yeah, like I just hate heights.
We should do a short sometime where we go monkey bars.
Play at a playground.
Grown men.
I can already hear that conversation.
Climbing across.
Good afternoon, guys. Hello, officer. The reason you're out here with the camera at a playground?
Well, there's
it's none of your business.
There's a school right down the street where we could go. Yeah. I don't know if it has a monkey bar like that. Because those are kind of hard to find. Like, most of them are like the playground set where you're up a little higher and you...
Yeah.
But it's always like an achievement unlocked to like get to the other side. Because you're like, oh my gosh, I did it. And then people do it like different crazy things to go across. Like they'll skip one and go to the next one. And then your hands are all tore up.
Upside down and do it with their feet.
Psychopaths.
Excuse me. Yeah, like real primates, man. Like
that's why they're called monkey bars, probably.
Yeah, I guess.
They're for monkeys.
You guys aren't doing this with your feet, losers. Get this kid a banana.
And also, when the paint would wear off, you'd grab there, and the paint would kind of chip and get in your fingers.
Yeah. Or you'd be picking at it, and it'd get in under your fingernail. But they were always like this one right here. It looks like it was either painted blue or green, and it's chipped off, and you can see the red underneath of it. And it's like, those are some heavy used monkey bars right there.
But you know what? They last.
Yeah.
Because good things last.
And people still, to this day, probably go there and do monkey bars.
I mean, I try it sometimes. Then I'm like, I'm a little heavier than I was like as a kid. Now this goes alongside what you said, the jungle gym.
King
Now
of the hill.
this is almost exactly the way that ours looked, where it's got like the little like color circle, and then they go off onto the different spots.
Yeah.
Did you ever walk across the whole thing?
Mm-hmm. No
Wasn't
hands,
that scary?
No hands.
Going down, because you go up, you're like, oh man, I'm gonna make it.
I got this, and then you get to the other side, and you're like, oh man,
It's a lot harder going down.
I'm about to rack myself or eat mulch at the bottom of
And
this
everyone's gonna see at recess.
thing.
And thankfully there wasn't phones back then.
Yeah, no.
It's like
pictures.
people could be like pulling it up. hurry, do it.
Hey TikTok, this guy's going across the
But
jungle gym.
I used to like go inside of it and like climb around using your hands. You'd like what you were saying, like hang upside down.
Yeah.
That was like a thing to hang upside down inside there, and then you're like, how do I get down? Like it's a lot harder to get up here.
Try to flip out of it.
Plus you're laying back first on the ground.
Yeah. Or face first.
I feel like this is the same one as the other one, maybe. So on the bottom, that's another thing, is what was at the bottom? Was it wood chips, rubber, or like rocks?
Ours was always, for a long time, it was like mulch, like is in this picture, the wood chips or whatever. I guess, I mean, wood chips.
Yeah, it's like mulch kind of, yeah.
And then after a while, they replaced them with like recycled tires.
Yeah, that was like the next thing.
And,
which is a lot easier when you fall.
yeah, that felt a lot better than pulling splinters from wood chips.
Well, rocks also suck too,
Yeah.
when you would fall and then you would smack into it and have marks all over your arm or your face or wherever.
Picking gravel out of you.
Because it's like, who would lay rocks out here?
Yeah.
Like, they want me to fail.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, you're not tough enough unless you can't do it.
Yeah. If you're not getting gravel out of your skin,
You're not a man.
you're not even hurt, boy.
But Jungle Gym has to be up there as one. Foursquare, because we had Foursquare like at my middle school. I remember this, but
Silly game with four squares that ruins friendships for no apparent reason. It's just, it is what it is. The foundation of your friendship determines
what
if you made it through a
Who
good
wins?
game of Foursquare. Yeah.
it's like this decided like friendships and like who would not like each other, who wouldn't trade you their Pokemon cards, or let you in line at lunch or sit with them at lunch,
You
or
either got to eat with the congregation or you had to step out
isolated.
Yeah, you were separated.
This is like before they would unfriend you on Facebook.
Yeah.
Like this is like where the real turf wars began.
Yeah.
Look at this spot.
Yeah, if you didn't play Foursquare, I didn't follow you on Facebook. Because
I'm kind of glad we didn't have Facebook back then. It kind of made, this is where you like literally handled it on the street.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like whether it be playing cards together or Foursquare.
Mm-hmm.
The next one up is tetherball.
Yeah, that was.
I never played this because it honestly like scared me, because like that thing go flying around real fast.
You gotta wing
And
that
then-
thing.
Yeah.
And sometimes the other kid hits it way harder than you do, and you eat that ball.
I've seen people get racked with that ball.
Mm-hmm.
Because our pole wasn't as, I don't think it was as high as that, or maybe I'm just taller, but yeah, you get that thing going, you can knock someone out.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not like one of those little like soft balls they got now probably on it. It's like a ball.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna rack somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel bad for the kid that has like a really good left hook.
Oh yeah, you losing a tooth in that thing.
The thing goes flying around real fast.
It's
One of my favorite ones.
back when
Kickball.
And these were the perfect balls for dodgeball. Before we
These
had
were
to go to the
true
foam,
dodgeballs.
Yes, before you had to go to the foam balls
Man, those foam
that
things.
some kid always took a bite out of. Why'd you do that, Terry? If you're watching this, why'd you always take a bite out of the dodgeball?
But like kickball was so fun just to play kickball.
Yeah.
Like we'll tie them both together because they're kind of in the same with the ball. But kickball aspects of like kicking the ball and then everyone like running around the bases, and if they caught the ball, then you're out or whatever. But just a fun little simple game. You kick that thing too hard downward underneath the ball, and you break your foot almost trying to kick that ball.
I used to try to kick it directly on the top of my foot to see how high I could get it to go, because those things had some bounce.
Yeah. If you can knock it into the street.
I actually, on recess one time, our school's principal kicked it to a group of us, like, dude, super high and far away, and when I went up to catch it, it went straight through my fingers and hit me in the face, and I remember everyone asking me if I was okay, dude. Like, my whole face was numb and tingly.
Yeah, and, that thing racked your
face.
Apparently,
oh my gosh. Apparently my nose and part of my lip was busted, and I was bleeding. I had no idea. I was like, I can't feel my face, but
so that isn't in here, fun. But we're gonna toss in like dodgeball, because that's what the same with like a red ball like this one, and dodgeball was truly dodgeball when it had the kickball red ones, because you had those ones that were nice and aired up, and you throw that thing real hard, and
the sound of them hitting something was always awesome.
And then you had that one kid that's like, his dad's a bodybuilder or something, and you're like, this kid's not fair to play with us.
Yeah, that kid was getting bricks with those. Chipping bricks with them.
But also, when we played dodgeball, were you picked first or last?
I'd say like, I wouldn't say last. I'd say like almost last.
I feel like certain people were always picked last, and they would be in like the back of the group. But you have those ones that would, like, the second they say go, remember, you could run up there and grab it.
Go up and take your ball.
And that's like literally survival of the fittest at that very moment, because if you don't get a ball and you're standing right there, you have to either run back or catch the ball when it comes to you and like hold it tight. And then what you were talking about is they switched to those stupid like foam balls, which is like, feels like it's throwing like a 25-pound weight.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, well, this made it like a lot.
Yeah.
This isn't even, I can't even throw this thing that hard.
Don't call it dodgeball. Call it, broken toes, because you were throwing medicine balls at people's feet.
Yeah, and like what you said, someone always just took a bite out of it.
Yeah, there was always a bite missing.
For some reason. I don't know why.
Full disclosure on this, by the way, I never went to school with anyone named Terry, so, but if you had a Terry that bit those foam balls,
shame.
Ask him what's up with that. I'd like to know. Leave me a comment and tell me why he did it.
Maybe he's still into eating foam balls.
Maybe he liked foam so much he's in a padded cell.
Or maybe his whole
ward
inside is foam.
Yeah,
he ate them all.
He is foam.
But dodgeball was definitely fun, and kickball. The swings
always jumped out of them.
So we're going to talk about this, and this is going to be a good one. But so like kind of like the tall rail. These are like old school swings, right? They didn't have the thing where it could like swing all the way around. Did you ever, because it was real short, did you ever flip it over so that it would go up higher?
Yep.
And then
that's how you had to
you'd come back, and somebody would have it way up there, and you're like, how'd they get it all the way up there? Like, I got to get it all the way down.
Yeah.
And the seat. So if it had just rained.
Yeah.
How you'd have wet butt the entire time.
Cold water, yeah. People be thinking you peed your pants.
Now here's the other thing: when you swing, did you try to swing as high as you can until you heard that thing moving around, and did you jump out of it and do flips?
I never did flips, but I jumped out of it. Honestly, talking about it right now is hurting my knees because I know they couldn't handle it today. But
like Eli, my son, he does that. He'll jump out of it and he'll like get real excited about like how far you can, like how far out you could jump,
distance you got,
and then how high you could swing. And they're like, "Oh my gosh, you're so high!" It's like, this isn't that high. I feel like I want to go all the way over,
just to do a loop.
like I just want to keep going. And then you always have those swings where it's like,
need some WD-40
all the time. But like these are like true swings, the ones that would last, the long chains on them, those rubber seats.
Yeah, some of them were like the rubber coated chains. I didn't like those. I liked just
because that like wore off and then it looked all tacky.
Yeah, tacky. But I mean, I just felt like you moved better. I feel like rubber chains were just heavy, like, or rubber.
Oh, like you're talking about like rocking, like it'd get a little bit more
heavier, and it was harder to like really get.
It's like they realized we mastered something, and they're like, let's make it harder.
Take it away from them.
Put weights on it.
Make them work harder.
Maybe that's why we're so strong now. Maybe they just built us up, riding bikes and heavy chains.
Yeah, we're working on the future's road crew or something.
We should.
You know what I mean?
We should have like adult playground. Yeah, for like only adults. Like everything's like super intense. Like the chains are like 100 pounds.
Yeah.
Swinging.
Yeah.
It's getting like a workout.
And then when kids show up and they're like, push me, push yourself, weakling.
So I feel like I always had to swing because when I was on recess, you just kind of like learned like how to like swing, you know, like the whole movement.
How to get the motion going.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to get it down.
We had to be trained.
Yeah.
It wasn't recess, it was drill camp. Yeah. They were like, we're going to make them tough. Yeah. We're going to make them not like each other because they're going to play four square and tether ball. And then we're going to make them play dodgeball with real balls.
And then they're going to have to teach themselves how to swing.
See, look, they were figuring it out. So this one's a little add-in that I tossed in. So I want to hear out there from everybody, when you see these pictures, what do you think of? This is Andrew's first time seeing these pictures probably. So we're going to just pop him up here and see what he thinks. When you see that picture, what do you
I'm like, dude, let me get on those little scooters.
So when you see that, is it one of those pictures where like you can almost like smell the room, right? Yeah. All the like rubber balls and like
sweat. Unsanitized equipment.
The gym teacher, right?
Yeah.
Because I had a gym teacher who had like, he was what we would call him is hot stellar short shorts, because he always wore like those really short like nuts are almost about to fall out like kind of shorts.
Yeah, you can almost see the ball hair from where they're about to just fall out.
And then it's got like the hula hoops, like you said, the little like scooter things you would roll around on.
Always ran over my finger.
It was like that room you went to when you, let's say, like had like after school, or you had like gym or whatever it was. You'd go in there and you would be like, all right, I got the best basketball. It doesn't have a bunch of holes in it. It's not like rounded off where like there's no grip on it. It like has a good bounce, or like you would grab those little carts and roll around on them and have your friends push you around. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't really into like hula hoop, and I could never like, I don't know. I think Eli could. He's got some good and like hip movement he does when he's in here dancing, but he could do it. He's got those hips. But it's just like that room where you can like smell the room. Yeah. You can like you said, the rubber and like the sweat. Yeah. So the next one, do you remember this one?
Doing that.
Oh man. So it just like takes you back, you know, like to like a simpler time where you would go under there and okay, we're all gonna hold it, and then one person's gonna run around in there or run to their side or whatever they would do. It was just such a neat. All it was just like a piece of fabric, different colors, and we would all just have a
run around in circles with it.
It wasn't like, oh my gosh, I'm not able to charge this.
Yeah. Oh, this thing's dead. This is what gave me anxiety. I also grew up. Me and my dad were talking about this the other day. I grew up watching like Tales from the Crypt, horror genre stuff as a kid. I like listening to Rob Zombie. I was almost like immersed in horror genre-esque things. But this gave me anxiety, I think, after watching a ghost movie. I was always like, what if they bring that down?
Almost
we
like
bring it up and the kid's just gone.
Almost like an It thing, kind of like a
just
clown.
Yeah.
I never really thought. See, my brain was so desensitized. I guess I never watched scary stuff.
It wasn't like every single time, but I've at least one time during this whole thing I thought about that. It was like,
you're like, if the lights went off,
yeah,
and boom,
yeah, and next thing you know, these kids are they're zombies and they're trying to rip me to pieces, and I'm just a kid myself.
That'd be a tough survival situation. All right, so the next one. Do you remember these?
Mm-mm.
No, you don't remember these? So these are like those little like bears that you would like learn how to like colors and how to like count, because you have like 2 reds or 2 blues, and there's other like different like shapes and stuff. So there's just other little things, but it just has those like colors in the 90s. You know, they weren't all like just white or something. You know, but just really cool. And then these.
Mm-hmm. Pencil grippers.
Because your hand would start hurting from when you're holding that pencil.
I'd always turn them inside out or roll them down and make one big fat one. Yeah.
Rolling them inside out is whatever. Because the inside was like, the outside was almost like a matty type of feel, but the inside was like a
silicone,
rubbery,
smooth.
like smooth. You're like, oh, that's like gel. Like, we cracked the code on. We're like, we're gonna make gel.
I also like those really cool short, fat ones that had like the finger prints on them, you know what I mean? Finger indentions. So
almost like an indentation for your hand to go in. Yeah.
Like little.
Because your hand will start hurting from writing.
Yeah. Sometimes I think chopsticks need those, so it's easier.
You'd have to sharpen that pencil real good, and then you'd get it too far, and it'd break. And you have to move your little handle thing up.
Yeah, that was also another thing is pencil sharpeners. Having to get up and walk across your entire classroom just to go use the pencil.
Yeah, but the old school ones, the like metal.
Yeah.
Like as it's going around.
Yeah.
And then like it's like all quiet. Everyone's taking a test. And
everyone
you're over there.
Looks at you and they're like, you're just grinding this piece of wood
all the
down.
way around, and people are like, okay, really?
Yeah. And the only thing you can do is shrug, like, sorry, broke my lead.
And then you sharpen it all the way to the eraser part, and you're like, well, gotta get another one. Gotta sharpen it.
No, you thought I was done? No way. I got a box of 24 at my desk, homie. I'm doing them all right now.
I feel like some pencils were like pre-sharpened, weren't they? So there's like, but I feel like I didn't have.
Most colored pencils came like pre-sharpened.
Yeah, which is good. So you're not sitting there grinding the. So this is another one.
Tug of war.
Tug of war.
Yeah.
Where we learn who's tougher,
yeah.
or who got the better people.
Or you really wanted to get rid of the first layer of skin on your hands, because that rope was always like shredded. You know what I mean? It just
like
be like rope
tough.
burn. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. There's
them carts.
There's the OGs right there.
Rolling around.
Yeah.
I should get these at work.
Yeah.
People just roll around.
But like
as demolition derby of carts.
As simplified as those carts were, 2 handles, 4 wheels, do your thing. I always somehow still manage to run over my hand.
How big were your hands?
Not very big, but
getting underneath the wheel.
But we also had ones that were more kind of circular.
Yeah.
And then they had the little 2 handles. So you used turn the handles.
Oh yeah, I think I know
to get your momentum and get speed.
Yeah, you would like kind of like steer it and direct it.
Yeah. And that's how it is almost like pre-rip sticks. You know what I mean? 3 wheels and you just get cooking on them.
So the rip sticks I can't ride. I tried and I was like, nah, I'm just a skateboard.
I don't have balance either.
It's just like too much moving around. So the next one up is gonna be. Do you remember taking field trips and like the feeling of like I get to leave school to go do something else? I don't have to do that math test yet. I don't get to.
This counts as a school day too.
I might have gotten in trouble, but I can still go, or whatever it was. It was just the idea, and you get to ride that school bus where sketchy ride there for sure, because you always have that person that's like driving real fast, hitting those bumps hard, bouncing you up and down in the seats because there's no seat belts. You're just free riding, listening to the radio, and then you get there and you're like, oh, what were some of your favorite field trips that you took back in the day?
Well, again, I grew up in the middle of cornfields, so the one I don't mean like the one, but there occasionally they do for a field trip. We'd all come in class by class. One day that week we'd go in to like Eastland Mall. Like once a year, but every class went on separate days, so it wasn't just an overwhelming amount of kids just running loose in a mall.
Or like if you went to the zoo or something, there'd be too many. Like every school goes or something.
Yeah, they broke it up, but like I think you had to bring like a $10 minimum, and you had to, like it's not like it was a requirement, but you got to buy something somewhere at the mall or something.
What was like the mall you went to? Which one?
Eastland Mall.
Really?
Yeah.
See, like Washington Square Mall would be a field trip.
Yeah, no.
Because like back in the day, they used to have like the cookie place still in there, and the Hallmark store.
Well,
you could sell the dogs, and they had an arcade there at one point.
We might have went to Washington Square too.
Noble Romans.
Once Washington Square, basically, once Eastland Mall opened, we were.
Washington Square Mall now is like going to the retirement home that for some reason randomly has a bar inside of it.
Yeah, and also it's like a flea market.
Yeah. But two of my favorite field trips growing up, one would be an apple orchard we went to, where we saw how apples were like picked, and then how they would like chop them up, make them into apple, just like cut up apples, or like apple cider, or just whatever it was. It was just really cool, like to watch the whole thing, because they actually showed you how they put the apple in the thing and they turn it. Yeah. It was just like a neat like experience. And then the other one was Marengo Cave that we went to. That was just really neat to like go down in there, and that's a place I haven't been since then. It's been forever ago. And then me
and Mallory have talked about going.
See, we want to go too.
Yeah.
It's a little far away though.
Not really.
Well, I meant
it's
not like a 20-minute drive. Let's say.
No,
yeah.
It's not a 20 to 30 minute drive, but it's probably about from almost here to Holiday World, roughly
like an hour. Yeah, we should go. They should.
I'll go sometime.
Yeah. Eli.
Nothing like going down in those caves and farting.
Yelling.
Just farting, stinking up the only walkway.
Eli would yell some pretty off-the-wall stuff in those caves. And it was just cool to see the caves and like the stalagmites and
stalagmites.
You're like underground, just has that
smells
cool,
musky and earthy. Yeah, and you can always hear water dripping.
And then what was the candy, the rock?
Yeah.
Candy,
Sugar
right?
Rock candy.
Yeah, man, that stuff back in the day. Yeah.
Looked like crystals.
I would like break your teeth.
Don't eat those down there.
Right.
Because I think the only other really cool field trip we used to do is we'd go down to New Harmony State Park.
That's a nice park though.
Yeah, so. we'd walk around the state park, but they'd also have it set up like you'd go kind of like through one section of the town that's still like really old school, and but they had stuff set up like they had weaving.
Yeah,
and stuff like that. And
they just kind of learn.
They just told you how like settlers lived back in the day and stuff like that. Had a petting zoo and stuff like that. And
that's how they did.
It was always pretty cool.
Marengo Cave, kind of outside. There was little things like that out there,
like venues.
And then you also had because you didn't have to bring your lunch. Remember, they would bring you lunch, and it was like in the brown bag, and you open it up, and it's got the little like sandwich and the chips and your little chocolate milk and just all that like
carrot sticks.
It was so like simple, but it was just like cool because like you didn't have to like pack anything. It was almost like a free day as a kid where you're like, I don't have anything to worry about, even though you don't have anything to worry about anyway because you ain't gotta pay nothing.
You're a
but
kid.
You're like your mom's giving you money and all that. But it was just kind of neat, like a cool experience. Yeah, like we should do something on here that we like do like a little like field trip, and we take a little trip somewhere like that. Like hop on a school bus.
Yeah.
Get like one of those like short ones.
Yeah.
Take a little field trip.
Rent a U-Haul.
Like
just pile in the U-Haul.
Chris Farley. That's
no yelling on the bus. Who the hell eats 30-sack lunches?
But some interesting thing about field trips is they offer a valuable learning experience, like what you and I had talked about outside the classroom, where you get to like learn stuff. They can involve visits to museums. Which actually, the thing about museums, I think we went to the one in Evansville.
SEMO?
No,
the actual museum.
Yeah, the actual museum. This is like prior to it being like updated, and it's all like It was not the same it is now. It's really cool now.
Well, they got that one on the riverfront too here in Evansville. That's like the train museum.
Yeah, so I remember when that was first built, and I went in there. That's really awesome to see. You know, like it's right there,
cool.
right on the street.
Yeah, I like trains
Historical
too.
sites, nature centers. Oh, Wesselman's. I feel like we went there too.
Yeah,
See, I'm just thinking this stuff because I didn't think of all this.
Yeah.
Or even workplaces, which I went to my dad's work for like take your child to work day, but that's not a field trip. Providing students with hands-on learning and real-world exposure. For example, a trip to a science museum can reinforce classroom lessons on physics or biology, while a visit to a historical site can bring history to life, which is kind of true. You get to kind of visually see things instead of just reading.
And now that you're saying that, we went to Angel Mounds.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know, because
so there's a thing
local
coming up for Angel Mounds. It's what's that? Native American Day or something like that. And I used to go all the time. That was really cool.
Yeah.
But that was like outside of school. It wasn't. It was just for fun. You'd like fly kites and learn about like all the history of Indians and stuff. So the next one's gonna be a fun one because this is gonna be us as kids growing up. I kind of went from like grade school to like middle school era for myself. The first one up might just end up being on the thumbnail for this video because what a great picture of both of us. Like your picture with like your Bugs Bunny. It looks like you got a pocket. Is that what that's coming out of?
No, it looks like there's a pocket.
Or has he just got like underwear on or something?
No, it's supposed to look like there's a pocket and he's coming out.
Oh, okay.
But there was actually no pocket in that shirt.
Man, look at these pictures though. Like when I went to my parents' house to get the picture for this, man, I was looking at it. I was like, dude, look at my like mullet going on.
Yeah.
And I got my one ear pierced because you remember the thing? It was only was it the left side?
You only pierced the left side.
You only pierced one side, otherwise it was a sign of something else.
Yeah.
And then I had like that blonde hair with like the red going across the screen.
That's kind of what mine is too. Like the red, it was called like, it wasn't cosmic, but it was supposed to be like
stars,
Neptune or something.
Oh,
or
okay.
Nebula
So the picture kind of like came out a little differently when you took a picture of it, but man, just
but it's supposed to look like a.
We look like two people that could definitely hang out back then. Like we look like, hey, we'd get along. We weren't like preppy kids or we were like in between kids. Like we'd hang out with everybody. But it just. Cheeks. I don't know why, but in that picture also, I look like I'm tired. I don't know if I didn't get no sleep the night before, or I was playing video games too late, or what. But I got some bags under my eyes.
Yeah.
You look like you got more sleep than me.
I probably just got that taken before lunch. It's probably
man,
pizza.
And like, why did they make you pose like that with like your hands across, or they do all those weird like? Why can't I just like sit like this?
Or they're like, touch your knees together and put your hands down.
Like who sits like that?
I'm just like I gotta take a dump, dude.
So I got a little extras in here of me because I was just digging. Oh, we're going way too fast.
Yeah, you kept that star pattern.
The one on the left is my one from kindergarten, and also those ones from earlier. Yours was what, third grade, and mine was like I couldn't figure out which one was third, so I got like fourth, third, sort of in the middle. So, but like that blonde hair, like doesn't Eli look a lot like me though? Yes. And you see him, and like now it's just crazy. Like, oh man, that spiked hair.
Yeah.
And then like you said, like the pattern on the right one.
And that was always.
See, like it's still there. I just really like that pattern.
Yeah, I mean it's dope.
I asked my mom about this one on the right too, because I was like, "Why is my hair so short?" She's like, "Oh, you just wanted it like that."
Just buzz cut.
And I was like, "I'm gonna rock it buzz soon."
Yeah. What kind of necklace do you have on?
Which one? The one before?
Yeah,
So that was a necklace from Gatorland. It's like a little like alligator on like an earth type thing or something. It's kind of to see. You'd probably have to like figure it on it. And then of course I got like this stars on the one on the left and the school I went to, and man, like wearing like a necklace was like a big thing, and then the one on the right is in middle school. Remember how I told you about the shirt over the other shirt? And I got like the chain on. Now I got my ears pierced twice. I got a hoop in one and a stud or a diamond or something in the other one, because you know this is when we're starting to like evolve into like
who you are,
who I am. You know, like wearing my own stuff,
getting comfortable.
And then there's another layered one, but just.
See, I always like shirts like that too, like with tigers and stuff.
Yeah, I used to have a bunch of these. I don't think I have them now. Hopefully not. I don't can wear them, but I keep a lot of stuff. So like one of those pictures had like a WCW like singer shirt, and I was like, I still have that shirt. My wife's like, you really have that? And I'm like, yeah, it's like $100 shirt now.
Yeah.
And plus, I really liked wrestling. I didn't collect it because it was worth something. But crazy to think. So this is one that you had brought up, so I'll let you kind of elaborate. But May Day, the last day of school, full of activities, like the end of the school year activities.
Yeah, like so the last week, like last few days of school, really, we would do what was called like May Day, and because the last day of school was always in May, and that's all it would be, man. Is they'd like, you didn't have any schoolwork.
Which
stuff
was
like
good,
that, but they just had like all kinds of different activities. Like they'd set up obstacle courses outside where you got to like do the monkey bars, climb up. You remember the chain walls? You had to like climb up the chain wall, cross over it, go down, and then do this. And then just be full of activities. Or like you could just do whatever. You could do baseball, play soccer, basketball, swing, you know what I mean? It was like recess all day long most of the time. And you got like one day they do like bag lunches, sack lunches, and then like the other time they just you can bring your own, or they do like pizza, and that was always cool.
So it's just like a fun free for all day. There's no homework.
They section it out like
I don't think what
first through third, and then 4th through 6 or whatever would have different times where they could be outside doing stuff, and then you'd be inside. I can honestly tell you my favorite thing to do in school. My grade school had 2 of those huge rope walls. So you had the one rope you climbed in gym class, but then they had like the rope nets, 2 rope nets hanging up. And dude, for a kid that hates heights, I would always climb.
You can always get on that thing.
Yes, they were so much fun.
Oh man, just like the fun of like being with all your friends, and you don't have any like class to be in. It's just like a fun. Yeah. It's almost like your last day of high school. Like it's just one of those like.
It was your pre-summer activities.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what it's called for my kids, because there's a name of it. I can't think of it, but it's like a like free for all day where you get to like do activities. I think they have like Kona ice out there. And they have like blow ups now. Obviously we didn't have like blow ups back then, but it would just like run from this cone to that cone, or like maybe you just play like basketball. I mean, whatever was available for y'all to just like hang out, and just like a chill end of the year after you've gone through the whole year of all the hard times of like
academics,
keeping your grades up and making sure you don't get a D, or like you don't miss something,
flunk, get held back,
or you don't have any marks on your thing for like talking too much or whatever it is. But for the last day of elementary school, students and teachers can engage in a variety of fun and memorable activities. These can include creative projects like time capsules, or collaborative art, and active games like field day or a talent show, and reflective exercises such as writing letters to their future selves. Digital activities like virtual field trips or online games can also be incorporated.
We didn't have that really back
then. Our online games were like playing Sims or
Elf bowling.
or like Oregon Trail,
Yeah.
elk bowling. Yeah.
Yeah. Your whole family died of dysentery.
But it was definitely oh man.
We'd watch movies too, though. You know what I mean?
Definitely different times, and it's cool to like look back and think about like now having kids and seeing their excitement for the first day of school. And I remember just like everything, like the picture day, the doing the field trips, like knowing who's in your class, like all the different things that were part of school, like a part of our everyday life at the time. Like just hanging out with all your friends, not having any clue that time could just be gone. Like
yeah. You woke up one day and you never went outside again, like to play.
Yeah,
I mean?
I still go outside.
I think a really cool thing that we had, I don't know if you had it at your school. Did you ever get like a monthly lunch menu?
Oh yeah, it was like a
like
newsletter.
It'd be like the calendar for September, but it'd show you every day what was for your lunch options
and like what days you would have to pack your lunch because you didn't want to eat.
Yeah,
what it was.
I'd always circle pizza day, like, we're doing it.
I think pizza day was a lot of people's
go-to
for sure day.
Yeah.
Oh man,
those were always fun too.
It's always just fun to just look back and think about things, and I think part of us doing this was kind of, like I've told people before, it was just to kind of hang out and like Andrew and I haven't obviously known each other forever.
No.
But we feel like we could have definitely have hung out and meshed as kids. We were way far apart though, for where I grew up. But it's cool to hear from your side where it's more of like the out in the country type of area where I was like rural, like
in
the city, like, but we live like the same worlds almost in the same way. Like we did the same type of stuff.
Parallel.
Yeah, like it's just kind of neat to think about, like all of us as kids, like we really did like just like we're blessed to just grow up in time before like technology and cell phones, and
we had to ride that technological wave.
We had to use chalkboards, like
yeah.
The grind was hard, like
with those projectors or whatever.
Man, the projectors, they had to like slide the next one over. It would roll in on a cart, or they'd roll the TV in. I kind of want to get one of those TV carts for in here to like put a CRT on.
Yeah,
like have one of those little carts that just sits over here.
Movie cart.
But they're kind of hard to find, oddly enough, which is sort of weird. But like just something about like just the 90s just hits, and we really hope that like someone out there that is listening, whether you're just like enjoying us talking, like 'cause that's what we really want, just people just enjoy hanging out with us. It's like you're just in here just hanging out with us. We're just chilling, talking about whatever, because sometimes they can go anywhere.
And it I hope when you hear this, it takes you back to and I'm not saying everyone has had really high great times, because you can't have a high great time without having low times.
We all have like lows,
but I hope that in some way this reconnects you with the child that's inside you, because really this started off as just like, hey, we like talking about this stuff regularly, let's do a podcast, but it really turns out to be more therapeutic than anything.
And also, if you guys, we don't have like an address in here, but there's something I was thinking about that I didn't bring up to Andrew, but I'd like to get like an address out there for people to like send us stuff. So people want to send us like packages, and we'll put your stuff in this background, and we'll kind of like make this like our home, like a place for all of us who are like nostalgic, or something to remember that you're like, hey, I'd like for this is like a museum really to me, because it's like everything I grew up with more, like it takes you back to a time that's just not here no more, but it's still here in our hearts. And I hope that this helps, like what he was saying, like someone out there, like remember if you're going through a tough time, that we're here for you, and you can just hit us up, either one of us on Instagram, wherever, but we're always here for each other. And or if you just want to talk about something you remember, like your favorite field trip, to like your friends you hung out with, like what you guys used to wear, like whatever, or if you want to send us pictures, and we'll put it in our other video.
Yeah, comment.
Because we're always cool for that.
Comment your grade school.
Because we got some ideas. I got some ideas rolling around in the background back here that in my head, as not in my background, but that I want to do for like some future stuff. That would be pretty cool to do. I'd be us playing on monkey bars, who knows? But we just want to have a good time, and also we might not get to everybody, but if you would like to like, comment, subscribe, or whatever out there, we're literally everywhere. We're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube. Those are all the long forms, and then the shorts are like TikTok, which has been today overwhelming, but I will try to get to everyone. And if we don't, we do apologize. There's some days where it's like
hectic.
It's literally nuts. Which I'm glad people are just engaging and stuff. We're on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube Shorts. We also have. I mean, we're trying to hit it everywhere, and we will just like super retro. We will work on like merch at one point. That is our like plan. I think like t-shirts, and I'd like to do some stickers. Honestly, that would be pretty cool.
Stickers would be dope.
And we'll have like a
magnets
link for that maybe one day. Magnets, maybe, or even like a pencils. That'd be pretty funny because no one really uses
old school sharpen.
Yeah, we'll make a sharpener that has our logo on.
I could maybe 3D print some stuff.
Yeah, maybe you can do that too. Yeah. But we have definitely enjoyed this, and we hope that you enjoyed it. It did come a little bit later, like due to some outside of here stuff, which we just have to like be patient with us. You know, we do have lives outside of this that just keep on moving, but we're just happy you are here. And until next time, peace.
Peace out.